I missed the 1-hour parent meeting. So for 8 weeks at pickup time, parents would come to a short parent meeting at the Head Start Center, and they would meet with other parents and a parent facilitator, and they would debrief what they did that week, what games they played, what their kids liked. You know, they would talk about the math sometimes as well. Each week in the study focused on one math concept, like counting or number sense. And then after their debriefing, they'd be introduced to the next week's content by the parent facilitator, talking about the games and what the home activities are like, kind of get them ready to transition, and they would troubleshoot a little bit as well. Sometimes parents brought their Chromebooks to the meetings and sometimes not. It turned out crime and fear was tough at some sites, so parents preferred not to bring their Chromebooks. Let's see, as I said before, we had 90 families, 45 in each group. The kids were about 4 years old on average. We had a high Hispanic Latino population and also a fairly high African American population. Many of our parents only spoke Spanish, preferred to speak Spanish, and as indicated by the parent education level, the socioeconomic status of the group was quite low. Again, we had our parent meetings once a week, and this is kind of what we did at the meetings. We looked at the home activity, the hands-on activity, the online games for the week, and the parents were reminded they were being asked to work 30 minutes a day with their child, 4 days a week. This is a little video that's going to run. So this is what parents would see on their Chromebook when they log on. Each parent had a unique login. They would sign in to our research study page. If it's week 1, they'd see week 1, and they'd see a review of everything they're supposed to do that week. We see this week it's counting, and these are all games and hands-on activity that live on Kids Lab that are related to counting. But now they see it's week 2. Okay, it's day 2 of week 2. They'll see, oh, we're supposed to be playing hide and seek. Talk about hide and seek this week. It loads the Curious George hide and seek game. Kids go in and play, and this is a game where the man in the yellow hat tells George to find all these ones, the written one, the number 1, and one object. And in this case, it's one lion. So the child, many of them learning how to use a mouse and for the first time, but working with the parent, they find all the ones, and then George celebrates with them, and then the man in the yellow hat says they get a sticker